Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Yay! So, thank you for joining me. My name is Eugene Capon. This is CaponDesign TV. Welcome to the live stream. More importantly, this is evening coffee. We usually start at 6 o'clock. Today we're starting at 8, and that's basically because this space had a big old party in it, and there was just too many people to actually live stream between you and me. And you guys would never have been able to hear me edgewise. So this week we will be doing only an hour long stream. I'm sorry that it's going to be more inclusive and whatnot, or it could be longer. But we will be continuing on our project for at least another hour. If you hear me talk to people that you are not seeing in the chat, that is because we are streaming on 7 different chat networks, including YouTube, Twitch, YouNow, Periscope. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is open up After Effects like we do every single week. Awesome. Ignore my messy background, my messy desktop. Ooh. And we got our coffee. I hope you guys have coffee too. If not, get some tea, get some coffee, get some hot chocolate, whatever keeps your throat warm. For those who follow me on Twitter, did you guys see that Cofounder wrote an article about me? Not about like the live stream or anything, but I just happen to have a VR film going to Steam. So I'm pretty darn excited about that. I think I'm gonna quickly drop a message to Twitter. Letting everybody know that we're live. Let's just go ahead and do that really quick. Inception! Let's go ahead and do that really quick. Inception! And VR. Cool. Cool, now that we have that tweeted out to the Twitterverse, we can get to, what? 3 hours. Just so we don't run into any issues. Let's go, let's get this, awesome. So, level world 1. Let's hop into After Effects, let's do this. Oh, did everybody see that Allspace is back from the dead? It's fantastic. I did have a show called Glitch. It was like a monthly show, and it was me and Topher Welsh, and we were supposed to have the last show scheduled, or our 6th show scheduled, the day that they made the announcement. And well, that just really sucked, because basically we had to call up our guest for the day, and cancel, and like, hey, you don't know what's going on, you have to cancel. Altspace is letting us, basically making us reschedule, and they have some like big secret stuff going on next week. But they were dead for like a week, 2 weeks, and Super Mario level 1 in After Effects. So anyway, I guess what happened was Lucky Palmer, hold on. Lucky Palmer went ahead and, don't save. I guess went ahead and bought Altspace or something. And I was reading an article by Engadget, and they basically said Altspace was just like Second Life, but for VR, which is hilarious because their competitor is literally the predecessor from Second Life. So I think somebody at Engadget is getting inspired. Cool. So now that we have After Effects open, it's all loaded up, we can open it up and go to Scene Select and basically take a look under the hood. And what we have is Super Mario. In all of its glory. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so if we go ahead and look at the front, what we can see all the mountains is we have the entire first level of Super Mario. Right. So what we need to do is start placing hidden elements from either mystery boxes or wooden boxes. Let's go ahead, open up C4D. And if you're just joining, say hi. It helps, it lets me know that you guys are actually engaging in the content and not just being looky-loos. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a looky-loo, but I prefer like the engagement. It just lets me know that you care just a little bit. So.
Everything changes.
That's crazy. And I probably should have opened up the
life.
start separating these pieces. What we're doing is we're converting an online model to be usable inside Cinema 4D, and more importantly, Element 3D. Good night. What? Yeah. So I do evening coffee once a week on Wednesdays, usually from 6 to 9. Tonight it's a little bit So we are modifying this Goomba. Anything can happen. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into sections just to make this work. Hey Bart, Shredmate D, what's going on guys? And what we need to do is go in and grab another boolean and start removing the other pieces. The hardest part is going to be rebuilding this foot. Or maybe it won't be. Let's find out. So we're almost done getting this foot, and then we have to color everything. And then once we're done coloring everything, we can drop it into Element 3D, then we can do the animation work. Hey guys, hey, how do you guys from that new site? Alright, convert it over let's go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to divide this directly into half. And then duplicate it and then remake it. And this is really great for anybody wanting to learn either game development or VFX work or, you know, VR, which this technically is. Is it really? Hey, thank you so much for letting me know. Thanks, Drew. All right, let's grab these, convert them into one shape, connect to delete. Perfect. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is reposition the tool. I like to get really mathematical on stuff like this, just because it will be easier to do later on. Okay. All right, so we'll call this foot 1. And now we have another foot. And I don't really think it matters if we flip it around, but get it to a 180. Cool. So we essentially have the feet now. Let's go ahead and grab the body one more time. Oh man, that is... We want the body. I want your body! Alright. Copy and paste. Go ahead and change it out. And what we're doing with this one is... we're basically separating the head from the body and then reattaching the body. And hey, Squirt. Are those like tiny microbe elephants? It's great. If anybody is curious, we are building the first level of Super Mario as a virtual reality experience, and it'll be available on my YouTube channel, CaponDesign TV. Just like any of the accounts, except for I think there's one Russian service we're streaming on that I doubt anybody's watching me on it anyway. But just so you guys know, that's what we're doing. Right. Man, if you've ever wanted to see the inside of a Goomba, here you go. And we're gonna call this head. And we're going to copy the body one more time. And pull them to the side. And basically what we need to do now is to create the torso. I feel like a capsule is probably the best way to do that. Make it editable. Okay, there's actually kind of a slight inward. So what we're gonna have to do is morph it. And I guess we can, there we go. All right, I think we have about the right shape. Now if we take this off, cool. Cool, cool. All right, let's go ahead and convert it into an object and connect it up. We'll call it torso. Now if we go ahead and grab the hood, or the head, put it on him. And we'll grab the head. Cool. All right, and we need the eyes. Awesome, perfect. All right, we're gonna move it directly into the center, so it's all centered. Yeah, right now we're editing a Goomba in Cinema 4D. It was actually a free model that we found online, and we are modifying it so it can actually work for us. So why don't we go ahead and bring up a Goomba reference. Cool. All right, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull them into our references and open up Photoshop. That way we can grab the, we can use the color picker to find exactly the right color for him. Now I know the head, the eyes, the eyebrows, the teeth, they're all different colors. And actually we should probably check to make sure it's all different. Yeah, see that's gonna be an issue. So what we gotta do is we now have to separate the eyebrows from the teeth. The teeth are going to be white, and the eyebrows are going to be black. So we'll call this teeth, and we'll go ahead and duplicate it, and we'll call this eyebrows. Hey, no name, how you doing, man? Or lady? I'm not biased. Yeah, we are doing some modifications to this. So what we need to do is bring in a block. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off one. Hey Shreya, how are you? Hey Toastmaster, what's going on? This is not Maya. This is Cinema 4D R17. And we're using that because Cinema 4D files work directly with After Effects and Element 3D. And that's what we're building our experience in, is After Effects. So for those who are joining me who haven't heard the spiel yet, what we're doing is we're building the first level of Super Mario for virtual reality as a VR experience or a 360 experience. That way people can experience what it's like to be Super Mario or one of the Mario brothers in 360 video. And it'll be available on my YouTube channel, CaponDesign TV. And this will be one of my newest VR projects. I did just have a VR project go to Steam, which was crazy. I volunteered to spend a month of my life building a space exploration VR experience, and we debuted it at Seattle Fashion Week. I'm in Seattle, Washington. And then it got picked up as like staff picks by both Adobe and Veer. I got to go to Adobe and give a talk on what the process is actually like, which was crazy. And then it played for 3 weeks at the Seattle International Film Festival and is playing at Filmchella now next month. But this week it should be available for Steam rental for like $3 or something. The trailer's on my YouTube channel as well if you want to see it. And let's go ahead and get back to work. So we are removing the eyebrows from this selection. I went to Evergreen State College, believe it or not, which means 90% of what I'm doing is all self-taught. I did get 2 associate degrees in visual communications, 1 in fine arts and 1 in technical design at Everett Community College. So what we need to do is get a Boolean, grab the teeth, grab the cube, throw it inside the Boolean, and move the cube into the place to remove the eyebrows. Yeah, we want to remove the eyebrows, but not the teeth. Okay, it looks like it worked. So we're going to go ahead and turn it into an object, and then connect the 2. Group and delete. So we now have teeth. Awesome. If you guys hear me talk to people that you're not actually seeing, that's because we are streaming on 7 different networks right now, including Patreon, or not Patreon, but Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, YouNow. So what we need to do now is bring in the... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hide the teeth for this. So we have... Basically what's happening is we downloaded a free model to help save some work. But now we have to actually go through and fix the model so it's usable in Element 3D. And basically all of this was one object. So what we're doing right now is we are removing all the different parts, and that way the whole thing will be usable as a animation. Okay, so we got teeth, and now we need to remove the tooth so we just have the eyebrows. So we're going to do the same thing what we did a minute ago. Grab a Boolean, grab the eyebrows and the cube, throw it into the Boolean, and this way the cube will weird. It doesn't want to. Okay. It looks like there might be some extra stuff we're gonna have to do. There's like just the slightest hair. Okay. You know what? When you're using free assets from the internet and trying to convert them over into usable assets for whatever you're doing, this tends to happen. Make editable. Yes. All right. Convert. Connect objects and delete. All right, delete the capsule. All right, we're just gonna call it eyebrows because there is no point 1. Foot 1. Foot 2. Hey Ab, thanks for joining us. Okay. Now what we can do is go ahead and create the basics for what we need. And to do that, we now have to color it. So what we're gonna do is go to new. Just so you guys know, we are only going until about 9:30. Normally we start at 6, but there was a big VR party going on here. I'm at the Commotion Labs in the over by the University of Washington. And we have parties. We like to party. I love this whole shape right here. And now we can basically grab the different assets, or grab the different colors, I mean. Cool, and this is going to be the body. So what we need to do now is create a new material, and we're gonna call this body, which is weird because half of the Goomba's body is, well, his head. So let's go ahead and go to an RGB format, and our red is going to be 247. Our green is going to be 195, and our blue is going to be 97. Cool. And that is going to be it's not working. Oh, what? We have 2 of them? That's crazy. Huh, I don't know how I ended up with 2 of them, but okay. All right, we'll just go ahead and call this body. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is, cool, we're gonna call this eyes. Make sure it's on there. We're gonna call this, all right, what we need is a solid black, and this is going to be eyebrows. Now, something you want to make sure you do is make sure that you only have one color or one material on these, or when you transfer it over, it's not going to work correctly. So the next thing we need to do is the main head. Cool. So again, new material, we call this head. And we'll go to an RGB format, and we're pulling the colors from the color picker in Photoshop. So 82, 56, and 33. If you ever wanted to know the colors of a Goomba. And the next one is feet. And because we're doing separate colors or separate elements for the feet, we're gonna have to go ahead and create two colors for the feet. All right, 148. $77 and 33. And FT2. FT1. Cool. How's our Goomba looking? Oh, I did that backwards. No! Ah! So we're gonna call this foot 1. Hey, Savage Boy Bundles, welcome to the show. How's it going? Hi, Nielsen. Forbidden Goomba, extra rare. I love it. Copy and paste. Okay. The next thing we need to do is give him eyes, right? It has this little enclave. Which tool are you using? I'm using Cinema 4D to break down the models. And then I'm going to be using After Effects to build in all the animations. And so if we actually go in, we can actually see we've spent several videos now putting together the entire first level of Super Mario and building all the pieces. And actually we started doing this on Twitch, just doing like small projects and stuff. And now we've moved over to 7 different networks, which is really exciting. Duplicate. Alright, we're gonna break these apart. Boolean. We've been using the Boolean tool a lot today. If you guys have any questions about VR, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you guys. There we go. And let's convert to make editable, connect and delete. Cool. Now we have Goomba face. Let's go ahead and make sure that these are center or in a proper place. Perfect. All right, we're gonna save this Goomba. Save as Goomba. And which means we can strike off another object from our Mario notes list. Goomba. There we go. I feel like the turtle is probably going to be the hardest for us, because that might actually require needing to do some actual modeling. Hey, if you just entered, go ahead and say hello. Thanks for coming. If you plan on staying, we do this every week, except for the first week in September because I'm in China doing VR stuff there. But we will be doing this every Wednesday from 6 to 9 forever and ever. Or who knows, I might like get a talk show or something. Oh. Hey Darren, hey, thanks for following, man. The best place to do that is CaponDesign TV on YouTube. I also have a bunch of tutorials that you can jump into and try for yourself. And that's where I plan on putting this whole experience once it's complete. So guys, what do you think of our Goomba that we finished putting together today? I think it looks great. So let's save. Perfect. Hey, my pleasure. So let's check our list and see if there's anything we can get done in, say, half an hour. We got the turtle. He is Goom beautiful. I'm gonna steal that. So I think the last thing we can probably do is the mushroom. Because if you look at the mushroom, Mario mushroom. Doesn't require a whole lot. You take it off? Jake? No? Okay. No, I'm live streaming. Want to say hi to like 300 people? Yeah. Hey everybody. This is Jing. She is kind of a coworker. I work in a VR incubator. I own a startup. And hey, people are saying hi. Awesome.
Hi.
Right now, between the 7 different networks we are currently streaming on, we have probably, I want to say about 200, almost 300 people. And today we've been building a Super Mario Goomba. What do you think?
Look very angry.
Well, Goombas always look angry.
Yes. So that's successful.
Yeah, like that's what we were working towards, and this is what we ended up with. How do you think we did?
Very cool. I love the eyebrows.
Oh, me too.
Thank you, guys. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So I think we'll probably attempt to do the mushroom today. If we can't, we'll definitely save it for next week. Hey, Lucky Loot. Hey, Toastmaster. Who else do we have? I do feel like his brow should be a little bit more pronounced. So let's go ahead and do this. And we'll go back to normal. Ooh. Maybe not. Maybe less. All right, good enough. Good enough. Hey George, thanks for joining us in our Super Mario exploits. All right, so teeth. Let's just rename it for evil right. Evil's left. So I usually start streaming at 6, but there was a party today, so we ended up having to start at 8. And then I usually go until 9. I think today we're going to go until 9:30. And I usually make updates on my Twitter, CaponDesign. I think there's almost 17,000 people that follow that, which is fantastic. Hey, Jose. So for some of you guys, I need like Google Translate over in the corner. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. And we are going to import the model so you guys can see. We have so many floors of blocks. So if we go ahead and look at our Mario map, in Photoshop, we'll be able to see where the first Goomba actually pops up. And it's usually like really close to the beginning. Yeah, it's just from like the first spot. So I guess he usually starts at like block 28 and walks towards block 17. So what we're going to do is go to After Effects. And we'll call it Goomba. And we're going to import our model. Yeah, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to shrink him down into the correct size. And the correct size is roughly the same size as one block. See, all the elements inside of Super Mario are set to a 1:1 ratio. Perfect. So you'll notice like all the blocks are the same size. The pipes are directly the size of 2 blocks or 3 blocks. And even when we when we jump into Photoshop, you can see like everything is block patterned. And that's great because it'll help us figure out exactly where everything needs to go. Goomba 1. Hey Joel, hey Chase. Welcome to the live stream. Now, this whole process for us was basically you can break down all the different elements singularly. Oof. Our Goomba's kind of in the floor, isn't he? That is okay. Perfect. All right, so let's see if we can get the mushroom done before we sign off. Mushroom. And so this is what I came up with as far as the mushroom goes. And I think I did a pretty okay job. Let's rename some of these. Hat. Face. And what we're gonna have to do is basically take the hat, we're gonna have to duplicate it. Duplicate it. And we'll call it Phil. And then we're going to take the hat and we're going to have to Boolean some shapes out of it. And then we'll have to use some cylinders. Oof. Let's do 100. Hey everybody just joining, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And let's take a look at see how big it is. That's what she said. Hey everybody just joining, welcome to the live stream. I'm just not how sure I feel about this this hat, I guess. I guess I can try to bulge it, I think. So it does look like we're gonna need Blender. .3D software. And this is basically so I can edit some other stuff. All right. Yeah, that didn't work. That's fine. All right, let's just go ahead and okay. Feel like it's up a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and duplicate it. Everybody just joining. If you can't see people I'm talking to, that's okay. We are streaming on a bunch of different networks. So, 7 actually. Hopefully this works. Okay, so we're taking this hat, we're gonna make the fill go away for a sec. And now we need to use a series of booleans to create holes. And so one by one, we are making holes in this. Perfect. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use fill. Let's turn the fill back on. And we'll go ahead and give fill See? Perfect. Awesome. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and take this and turn it into, everybody who just joined. Rashad133, Region 0, Toastmaster Cube. I don't know why, but Toastmaster seems to be a really popular username. And it looks like we have a good mix for this stream from both Periscope, YouNow, and I don't know, there's a couple others in there. All right, so we're gonna want red. Awesome, right? And it's going to be black. And then I kind of want to figure out what the correct color for the mushroom skin actually is. So seems to be about right. Come on, where'd you go? Awesome. Cool. Now for this last material, I will call it face, we need to get the correct RGB colors. So it's 250, 218, and 135. Perfect. And there we go. Get out of here. We're going to save it so we don't lose our work. And now we need to convert this into a single shape, make it edible, and so basically what we have to do is grab all these spheres and hats. And convert and delete. Grab this mess, delete it. Mushroom cap. Phase II fill. I think we did a pretty good job, actually. Let's grab the eyes and we'll move them. I feel like they might be slightly out of place. That way they keep the same shape, but they're not extruding as much. Cool. Let's move everything up just a little bit. And now the whole thing really needs to be 200 by 200. That was one of the issues with what we were doing before. 200. Cool. Let's try it one more time just to make sure that it works. Okay, cool. Save. All right, anyway, guys, it is 9:24. We were able to get the mushroom done in time before we had to close down the stream. We usually end this at 9, but we ended up getting a little bit of a late start, which is okay. But anyway, I try to do this every Wednesday from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Evening Coffee is the name of the show. You can stay up to date if you follow me on Twitter, CaponDesign TV, or CaponDesign, I should say. C-A-P, on Design is the username of my Twitter account. If you want to see where I'm going to be putting all of this, if you want to rewatch the live stream from the beginning, or where you want to see where the finished product is going, it is CaponDesign TV on YouTube. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to, God, I want to say there's almost 400 of you this time across the 7 different networks we're on. Patreon, YouTube, Twitch. You guys are all badass. Anyway, this is going to be it for the day. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And I love your faces. I will see you guys in the next video.